So a lot of people kind of start working for the Arduino based on the Arduino IDE, and yeah, it's a kind of nice program to start with. But there are other IDEs out there where you can move further on and maybe can do a little bit more. And I wanted to show you one of these, which is called PlatformIO. So PlatformIO is open source and it can be easily installed. There's also professional support. And so it can be installed on each platform. You should actually on Linux check that you have virtual env, so kind of the tool to create virtual Python environments installed. So just type it in, and if not install it, and then you can install Visual Studio Code and PlatformIO. So I have done that already. I would start Visual Studio Code. And then we will make a new window and we will close the existing one. So usually we'll be greeted with something like that. And if you install PlatformIO, you see this little alien symbol here in the side. So, and the first thing you want to do is actually install the platform you want. So you might actually look at the boards and see for which boards we want to do something. So it might be a generic ESP8266, so you can see what is there. Or my favorite board is a Wemos D1 Mini. Yours might be the Node MCU. And there we see, they are here in Arduino. I have this one. So why don't we look at that one? So we see it's using the Espressive platform. So, and there we have selected the Espressive platform, and we need to install the platform. So we have successfully installed the platform. And now we can go back to home. And here we can either do a project example or a new project. So let's do new project. And we call this test hello world, and we select the board we just found. So it's the Wemos D1 Mini, and it picks that framework. And so let's finish. So we'll install that in your document folder, and there you have your hello world project. There you see empty main thing with the setup and the loop. So now we want to install a device. So I have here, so the Wemos D1 Mini looks like this here, and the device I want to use is a temperature sensor. It's a DS18B20 or Dallas, and so we need the library for that. So let's look at the libraries. Here, the libraries. DS18B20. And there we are. It's a one-wire sensor. You can see kind of what is the most popular one, which runs on the ESP8266. This one doesn't seem to really support ESP8266, so we will take this one here. So let's install that one. So sometimes when you install it, it might not find it. So you might also remember the ID of this. So you can also look here, this is 55. So we might also need that. So we will take here our example. What does it do? Okay, that might be okay. Maybe we don't need the alarm. Maybe we just need simple. Yeah, I think we simple should be fine. So select this one here, copy this and put this into our main file. I'll leave the Arduino sitting up there. So there we go. This should be fine. So we need to see where this is connected. Also on the ESP, we usually have or use a higher baud rate, and so the one wire bus here is plugged into 2, which is might be actually correct, is D4. But here, so my device is actually connected to D4, which is actually, I think, the same, but just to make it more clear, I will set this here. And the cool thing actually now is, so when we compile that, after the compilation, we can actually navigate around because it's PlatformIO and combined with Visual Studio Code. So I can actually now check on some things. So you can see here how our one wire bus is defined. And you see we have the problem here that we don't find the library. So then we have to go here and have to add the library dependencies. And we figured out that was 54. So now we compile that thing again, and then it should find everything. So be careful with the libraries, so make sure you have all the dependency. Now see the squiggly lines are gone, and now we can actually jump to this file and automatically find everything here. So if you press the control key, we can now see, oh, there's one wire defined. Oh, it's here, and the class looks like that. We have an outline, so we can see down here the different functions, and so it's much easier to navigate around, find documentation, and work in that. So as you see, I'm a big fan of PlatformIO. So if you want to now send it to a device, we take our device here and connect it to the USB port of our computer. And if we are lucky, everything is detected automatically. However, there's some computers where it detects other serial ports. So I just want to mention that here. You might want to Google PlatformIO serial port, and then you see it's in the upload options, and there's a monitor port, so that's where it runs the serial, and there is there's also an upload port. Let's see, this is called upload port. So how would you add this? You would actually go to, again here, the Platform Mini, and then you just add here an upload port equals, so depending either in Windows it's CUM something 4 or so, in Linux or in Mac it's some kind of dev TDY USB, so on the Mac it's different something, but my computer should actually auto detect this, so I don't need this option. So I can just say flash this. I should actually put it compiles still, so I have to press on the little arrow, and now it will upload it. Good. So I actually forgot to put the shield on there, so I will unplug this now from my computer, put the shield on there, and plug it back in. And now you see here this little plug. This is how you can look at the serial monitor in PlatformIO and notice something with the baud rate seems to be off. So what did I do? So maybe it was supposed to be that, which is kind of, yeah, I know what it is. So also the default is 9600. So what we have to do is look up what is the right thing here. And there's upload speed, and then on the other thing we have monitor speed. So what we actually have to do is we have to change monitor speed. So let's do that. Instead, we say monitor speed equals 115,200. No, you don't have to. You can also leave everything at 9,600 if you want. So now I will upload this, and the nice thing is I don't even have to close the terminal. It will handle all of that automatically for me. And there we go. And you see it already switches back to the thing. And actually, this one is not connected to D4, it's to D2. So, okay. Then let's go back to our program and change that to D2. And we compile once more for you and upload once more for you to see that process. You see, it's kind of just a little bit more nice and flexible. Also, if you get mistakes, so you can actually look here at the problems, and you see I have a spell checker installed, so and you can, if there would be real mistakes, it would jump there, but so there are just warnings with the spelling. And now, see, great, we have some specific temperature in here, and I think if I actually see, if I hold it, the temperature goes slowly up because my body is still hotter than the environment here. Yeah, so easy to do that. And I hope you agree with me that some of these things are actually easier than in the Arduino environment. Some of the things like selecting the example might be a bit more difficult, but it's nice if all the libraries are pulled in automatically and you can basically search the internet directly to do all that stuff. And there's a lot of support for different boards. There's even support for some debugging. I think I will look at that at a different session. Hope you enjoyed that little bit. Let me know in the comments. I'm happy to make some more small tutorials on PlatformIO, but also remember to check out iotempire. It's my big framework, which has been developed in PlatformIO with Visual Studio Code, but it might take some of the work you still have to do here away for you. Okay, stay tuned and see you soon in the IoT Empire.